Welcome back to WealthCast, where we share insights and build wealth together. I'm a full-time crypto trader, and if you watched episode 1, you'll remember we explored the 50-30-20 rule, a simple system to structure your finances. Today, we're building on that foundation. We'll talk about something that's not exciting, but absolutely critical, the emergency fund. By the end of this video, you'll know why it's essential, how much you need, and exactly how to build one step by step. Let's start with the basics. What exactly is an emergency fund? An emergency fund is simply money you set aside for life surprises. Not for vacations, not for a new car, not for investing, but for true emergencies. Things like losing your job, a medical bill you didn't see coming, or that time when your car breaks down and it costs way more than you expected. Think of it as your financial safety net. It's the money that keeps a tough situation from turning into a crisis. The key here is that it's separate from your regular spending. It's not mixed into your checking account where you might accidentally spend it. It's a dedicated reserve that's there when you really need it. In short, an emergency fund is what gives you peace of mind. It lets you know that even if something goes wrong tomorrow, you'll be okay financially. Now, why does an emergency fund matter so much? Without one, even a small financial shock can turn into a real crisis. Picture this: your car suddenly needs a $2,000 repair, or you get hit with an unexpected medical bill. If you don't have savings, the only option might be credit cards or loans, and that debt can snowball quickly. With an emergency fund, the situation is completely different. You have the ability to cover those costs immediately, without debt, without stress, and without derailing your long-term goals. And here's the key: an emergency fund doesn't just protect you from financial setbacks. It also gives you confidence and stability. You're no longer forced to make desperate decisions. You don't have to cash out investments at the wrong time, and you don't have to panic when life throws something unexpected your way. In short, an emergency fund gives you control. It allows you to handle life's surprises with calm and confidence, instead of fear and financial chaos. So, how large should your emergency fund actually be? Most financial experts recommend saving between 3 and 6 months of essential living expenses. The exact number depends on your personal circumstances. If you have a stable salary and relatively few obligations, 3 months may be sufficient. If your income is variable or self-employed, as it often is for freelancers, entrepreneurs, or traders like myself, a larger cushion of 6 months, or even more, provides greater security. If you support a family, have a mortgage, or work in a volatile industry, leaning toward the higher end is usually the smarter choice. Let's put this into numbers. If your core expenses, things like housing, food, utilities, insurance, and transportation, total $2,500 per month, then your emergency fund target should fall between $7,500 and $15,000. That figure may feel daunting at first, but remember, it's not built overnight. It's created systematically, step by step, with consistency and discipline. Even small, regular contributions add up over time, and the peace of mind you gain along the way is invaluable. Now that we know how much to save, the next question is, where should you keep your emergency fund? This money has 3 key requirements. It must be accessible, you need to reach it quickly in case of a true emergency. It must be safe, this isn't money to gamble with or put into risky assets. It must be separate, away from your day-to-day spending account, so you're not tempted to use it casually. So where does that leave us? A high-yield savings account is an excellent choice. It's insured, secure, and gives you a better return than a regular checking account. A money market account or short-term certificate of deposit, CD, can also work, as long as you maintain easy access to the funds. What you don't want to do is invest your emergency fund in the stock market, crypto, or anything volatile. Remember, the purpose of this fund isn't growth, it's stability and liquidity. Think of your emergency fund as the cash you hope you'll never need, but will always be grateful for if the unexpected happens. So how do you actually build your emergency fund? Here's a structured, step-by-step process you can start today. Set your target. First, calculate 3 to 6 months of your essential expenses. That number is your finish line. Start small, don't let the big number discourage you. Even the first $500 or $1,000 makes a real difference. Think of it as your starter cushion. Automate contributions. The easiest way to succeed is to remove willpower from the equation. Set up an automatic transfer every time you get paid, even if it's just $100 or $200 a month. Redirect windfalls, tax refunds, bonuses, side income, or trading profits are opportunities to accelerate your progress. Instead of spending them right away, route a portion straight into your emergency fund. Protect it. This step is critical. Your emergency fund is only for true emergencies. Not vacations, not impulse buys. If you do need to use it, rebuild it as quickly as possible afterward. The key here is consistency. Over time, these small, deliberate steps turn into a powerful safety net, one that shields you from life's surprises and keeps your long-term financial goals on track. What happens once you've built your emergency fund? The benefits are more powerful than most people realize. Peace of mind. You stop worrying about every little what if. You know that if life throws you a curveball, you're financially prepared. Freedom of choice. With a solid safety net, you're not trapped in a job or situation just because of money. You can make decisions from a place of strength, not fear. Avoiding bad debt. Without savings, many people rely on credit cards or high-interest loans in emergencies. Your fund keeps you out of that cycle. Confidence as an investor. When your short-term needs are covered, you can invest with a calm, long-term mindset instead of panicking when markets dip. The truth is, an emergency fund isn't just about covering expenses, it changes your relationship with money. It gives you stability, reduces stress, and allows you to focus on building wealth instead of constantly putting out fires. Let's put the value of an emergency fund into perspective with a simple case study. Both person A and person B have identical monthly expenses of $3,000. Person A has no savings buffer. When faced with a $2,000 car repair, the only option is a credit card charging 20% interest. That single emergency immediately creates debt, which compounds month after month and delays every other financial goal. Person B, however, has a $10,000 emergency fund. The same $2,000 repair is paid in full from savings. There is no debt, no interest, and no disruption to long-term investments or retirement planning. The outcome is striking. With the same income and the same expense, one person falls into a cycle of debt while the other stays financially stable. The difference is not income, intelligence, or opportunity, it is preparation. And preparation is exactly what an emergency fund provides. Let's finish with a clear action plan you can put into practice right away. Calculate your baseline, add up your essential monthly expenses: housing, food, utilities, transportation, insurance. This number is your foundation. Define your goal, multiply that figure by 3 to 6 months. That's the emergency fund target you're working toward. Choose the right account, open a high-yield savings account or money market account to keep your fund safe, separate, and easily accessible. Automate your savings, set up a recurring transfer from your main account after every paycheck, even if it's a modest amount. Consistency matters more than speed. Reinforce the discipline, commit to using this fund only for true emergencies, and rebuild it promptly if you ever draw from it. Follow these steps, and you'll create a buffer that protects you against life's financial surprises. It's not just about saving money, it's about building resilience, stability, and confidence in your financial future. To wrap up, the emergency fund may not be flashy, but it is absolutely essential. It transforms uncertainty into security, stress into stability, and fear into confidence. With 3 to 6 months of expenses set aside, you'll not only survive financial setbacks, you'll navigate them with strength and control. Now I'd like to hear from you. How many months of expenses do you currently have saved, and what's your target goal? Share your thoughts in the comments. Your perspective might inspire someone else in this community. If you found value in today's episode, make sure to subscribe to WealthCast and turn on notifications bell so you don't miss upcoming discussions. In the next episodes, we'll go deeper into wealth building strategies, smart investing, and financial freedom. This has been WealthCast. Thank you for watching, and remember, sharing insights, building wealth. See you in the next episode.